welcome to 2020. Every year, round about the month of August, we come together as senior pastors and all our other heads of ministries to consider the year that is coming. And in August last year, we came together to just review how far we had gone and look forward to this year 2020 by faith and consider what should we focus on as a ministry, as a church. And as we looked at the circumstances and the issues that were surrounding us as of that time and the things that were going to come in this year, we were led to the life and the story of Joshua and Caleb in the Bible. And it is out of that story that we came to the theme for this year, which is Give Me This Mountain. That is our theme for this year, and you'll be hearing many messages around that theme throughout the year. And we pray that this will also be written in your heart, that you will capture the mountain that God has promised for you. These words were the words of Caleb. Caleb was an 85-year-old man who believed that he was still strong enough to conquer giants and take possession of the land that had been promised to him by Moses before Moses died. Joshua and Caleb had been sent among the 12 to go and spy the land, and they came back with a good report. The other 10 felt that the land was too difficult, that they could not take it. But Joshua and Caleb believed that they could take the land. During that time, Caleb came to Moses and asked of him that when the time comes and they go into the promised land, there's a portion of land that he saw there that was so good, infested by great giants, but he was willing to go and fight and get it. And so several years later, 45 years later, they are finally in the land. Caleb is 85 years old, and Joshua is dishing out the land that has been conquered, and we will be seeing this next Sunday as we go into the actual words of Caleb when he approached Joshua. But he refuses to be given land that has been conquered. He says, I am as strong today as I was before, and I'm ready to go and conquer the land that had been promised to me by Moses. And so he says, give me this mountain. Give me this mountain. Today I want us to build a context around that, very brief context around that pronouncement by Caleb. Because Caleb was a man of great vision. He saw this land, went and asked Moses. 45 years later, he is still focused on his vision. Few of us have that kind of focus and commitment. Many of us, after 45 seconds, our vision is lost. After 45 days, it is gone. How many of us are going to make resolutions this year or have already made? And you can't remember them in March. You know? Joshua, 45 years later, he is still remembering his vision and ready to go for it. And today, I want to speak about that idea of vision. As many of us know, the sharpness or clarity of one's eyesight is measured in what is called visual acuity. For example, a very clear, good eyesight is said to be a 20/20 vision. And we want to go for a 20/20 vision that is very clear, that is very sharp, in this year 2020. In real terms, what a vision 2020, not a 2020 vision, not vision 2020. Those are two different things. What a 2020 vision means in real terms, I am told by those who are doctors in the medical field, that a 2020 vision means that when you stand 20 feet from an object, you can see it clearly as a normal person with a good vision would see it standing at 20 feet. So that is what it means 2020. Now some of us have a 2040 vision. That means you are not quite okay. Or 2070 or 2010. What that means that if you have a 2040 vision, it means that you see things that are supposed to be seen as standing at 20 feet, or rather people who are standing at 40 feet. That is what you see, you need to see at 20 feet. Does it make sense? In other words, when ordinary, normal people stand here and they see something there clearly at 40 feet, for you, you need to stand at 20 feet in order to see it clearly. That is called a 2040 vision. If it's 2070, it means that what people can see at 70 feet, for you, you need to move to 20 feet in order for you to see it clearly. If you are at 2010, it means that things that people see at 20 feet, you are seeing at 10 feet. That is what it means. Now, anything outside of 2020 vision needs to be corrected and brought back in sync. So if your eyesight is outside of that 2020, you will go to the doctors and they will do a diagnosis and prescribe a corrective measure. Many times that is brought back into sync by eyeglasses like the ones I'm wearing. There are other ways of correcting vision, eyesight, but most people, it is corrected by glasses like the one I'm wearing. There are many factors that naturally impair people's vision. One of them is old age. As years go by, your eyesight also, my father used to say that his batteries are running out for his eyesight. So your batteries also run out or run down, and you go to that place where you are now not able to see things clearly. So with the passage of time, things tend to get out of focus. Some of us can see only things that are too near or very near, or others can only see things that are far. Eyeglasses therefore come in very handy to be able to correct the anomaly and bring your vision back to 2020. The truth is that what happens to our natural eyes also tends to happen to our spiritual eyes. As time lapses and we grow older in the faith, our spiritual vision also tends to diminish or get distorted. That is why, for many people, as the year comes, a new year comes, their vision is blurred. They cannot see things clearly. And many times we get into a state of panic, a state of anxiety, because we cannot see things clearly as other people are seeing. And so somebody meets you and say, "Happy New Year." And you are looking at them and saying, "What is there to be happy about?" Anybody who has ever said that? Because you can't see anything that makes this year happy. It is possible that your vision has been distorted. Your vision is out of sync. It is not 2020. And so how do you get back your vision? That is what we want to talk about today. And so my topic today is maintaining a 2020 vision. How to ensure that circumstances of life do not blur your vision. Our text is found in Joshua chapter 12 and Joshua chapter 13. Joshua chapter 12 verse 1 to 8 and Joshua chapter 13 also verse 1 to 8. And from these two texts of scriptures, I want to share with us three lenses that can help you maintain a 2020 spiritual eyesight, so that you see things clearly the way God sees them. From a spiritual perspective, a vision that is 2020 means that you see things the way God sees them. So how can you maintain that kind of eyesight, spiritual eyesight? Three lenses that we would prescribe for you so that you can face this 2020 with a clear vision. The first lens out of those two texts of scriptures is the lens of thanksgiving. The lens of thanksgiving. Appreciating past victories. Appreciating past victories. The second lens is the lens of truth to self. The lens of truth to self. Accepting current realities. Accepting the present realities. And then the third lens that we'll look at is the lens of trust. Trust in God. Acknowledging possibilities of the future. Acknowledging that possibilities are still there. These three lenses, I believe, can correct our vision if they are out of sync with what God is doing.